Orb Music Studios.
There we go. 3.
Orb Music Studios?
You just got Orb
Right.
Studios.
3, 2, roll.
This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm at Orb Studios with the man SK Beats.
Yes, sir.
How's life, my guy?
Good, man. Good. Better now. You know, they can't
Yeah.
complain. Can't complain when
I
I'm
see.
here.
I see. Like you're in your heaven, right?
Pretty much. I mean, you got all the gear that you want, that you
Yeah.
need. I mean,
There's like they say, a whole lot of money. I see what you're doing, man. But before we start to get into the intricacies, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from South Dakota.
Okay,
Rapid
South
City.
Dakota.
Yeah.
How long were you out there?
Good couple years, you know, when I was little. So, I mean, I don't remember too much. When I was like 3 or 4, we moved out in Texas, and we kind of moved all over like Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin.
Was there a reason, or is it just kind of just a...
Single mother of 3, wanted to get out from the north, so just moved down here, moved around, and just kind of found our place in Austin. And then, you know, when my mother met my stepdad, that's when we kind of just stayed in Austin.
Kind of made it its mainstay. So Austin would be the longest tenure that you've...
Yeah. I love Austin. I grew up in Austin. Grew up in Pflugerville, and went to elementary, middle school, and high school there. So.
And then, so how was like high school for you? I say like one more child. So were you playing sports any or no?
Yeah, I played football.
Okay, where were you?
I was a receiver.
Okay, oh yeah.
Skinny fast, you know.
Skinny fast.
Good hands,
As long as you can catch, that's all that matters, man. You fall to the ground, I'm messing with you. You know, I'm messing with you. So what kind of crowd was you hanging out with in high school?
Honestly, the nerds, as you could tell.
Okay, so was you like music nerds or just different type of nerds?
Just, I mean, like my pack was just, we just played a lot of games. That's all. And like we would play football, we love football, but you know, we just bonded over video games and shit. And, I hung out in like the music theater group and all that. So I was in musical theater, and but I was like quiet kid. I never really spoke out. You know.
Can't tell no more. I'm messing with you.
I'm still quiet. I mean, it takes a little minute.
But now you're in your element though, right now.
Oh, yeah,
so this is kind of like, you know, you could tell that it brings, you know, the life out of you. You know
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, like you said, you spend here for your days. Ain't took a shower. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Hey, it comes down to that, man.
Hey, that's when you know you're working. If you're not taking a shower, man, you know what I'm saying? You're working.
Grab a water bottle, just kind of spray it on me real quick.
Go back to the no power where we were a few days ago, like, oh, whatever. That's crazy, man. So so you said musical theater. So was that the transition that kind of made that, or was it always kind of like, what'd you start on? Was it Fruity Loops?
I started actually in GarageBand.
Okay, and I probably dating myself. Fruity Loops probably way beyond like, yo, I'm gonna do, like you said, GarageBand.
Yeah, GarageBand. I mean, I didn't get into music until college. Like my freshman year, that's when I got into music.
So did you listen to like, what were you listening to when you were younger though?
Yeah,
like,
high school, I was listening to everything. I mean, I grew up on heavy metal. My first concert was Ozfest.
Okay.
And I grew up on heavy metal, but then I like transitioned to more like Eminem. That was like the main guy I listened to. And
you hate it, like I mean, nowadays it's kind of like the cliche of the white guy to say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just like,
he's a goat, though,
yeah,
right?
he's a goat. I mean, he's a great lyricist. He's one of the MCs. I mean, and you know, to pave the way he did, you know, the impact that he made, especially on people, you know, because you had people rapping about like bitches getting money, this, that, but he was telling his story. And that's what I liked more about. I don't like, you know, like you can get off of Gucci Gang, but I connect more with an artist when they tell a story, and like the way he did, and like to see his transformation from being a drug addict and like this, that, blah, 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 and then sobering up. And then just coming clean, and then that Recovery album was just, I was like, oh my God, this guy, you know, and the level that he was doing it at, and then Lil Wayne, I listened to a lot of Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, a lot of influence. Kanye,
you know, a bunch of like that 2000s, Drake, and, you know, Rihanna. I remember a lot of that 2000s hip hop.
Oh, that was a really good time.
Some of the 90s, some of the 80s, but more of that 2000s group.
So, producer-wise, who's your GOAT? Hip hop wise,
Aries. He's more like, he's in hip hop, but Aries was the reason why I got into music production.
Okay.
He is a music producer, writer, director, makes his own cover art, draws his own stuff, makes his own merch. He writes, he engineers, he does literally it all, but he still has his team. And, you know, yeah, he's the reason why I got into this shit.
What do you think about the producer / artist like J. Cole? Mm-hmm. Do you think that?
I honestly I love that because, you know, especially as an engineer, I love when artists know their terminology. Like when they come in here like, hey yo, can you da 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 da? I'm like, yo, bring up that Valhalla reverb, this, that, blah. I'm
Who's
like,
done that to you? To get this thing more in person.
Honestly, not really knowing yet. not knowing yet. Because,
so you waiting for somebody to do that?
I'm waiting for people to be like, hey, yo, actually, I don't like the LA2A. I love the Tube Tech or this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let's do it. Let's hook you up.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I really love when artists have their terminology and they're like the producer / artist, because then they're more involved and it gets me to give their, you know, what they want more accurate. You know what I'm saying? When you have an artist that just like, they don't know the terminology, they don't know what they're doing, they're just like, yeah, sounds good. But when you have someone who's like a producer and an artist, like, actually, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, okay, cool. And then we get it more to a finished product that they want, rather than a guy that doesn't know the production side or this, that, blah, blah, blah.
Has there been like a nightmare recording here yet, or let's say Orb, because this is here like anybody that came in that didn't know their etiquette?
Yeah, I've had a couple, obviously.
Although looking at this, I think that when they walk in it, and if they didn't know their etiquette, they'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be back, I'll be right back. I'm gonna do my thing and I'll holler at you.
Yeah, no. I mean, definitely not here, because I mean, I've only introduced this place to a lot of my close and regular clients.
We'll talk about a pastime, but do you have
definitely
like
in the pastime, yeah.
Yeah, somebody coming in there just knocking the mic, not even making it.
They would touch the mic and shit. I'm like, hey, no, don't touch the mic. And I'm like, hey, yo, like I'll get it straight. And then they'll spit on it, kiss on it. They'll do some weird shit, and then like they'll be. I hate when people are just hovering over me 24/7, and then they'll be, hey yo, bro, hey, da da da, stop the music. Hey yo, can you do that again? Like I'm like, I'm trying to mix here, man. I'm trying to do my job, and you're just interrupting that, you know. And then I've had people that have gotten upset at me. I've had like voice actors that are like, you don't know who I am, and I'm like,
oh, those are the worst. No, I don't.
I don't know that field, man.
If you're not Kevin Conroy doing Batman, I don't know who you are, buddy.
Exactly. I'm like, look, dude, I don't know. I'm just here to record. I'm young, dumb, and stupid. Let's just record you, man. I'm not about that shit of, do you know who I am?
Favorite person at Orb that you've recorded?
Favorite person I've recorded at Orb? Because
you done dropped some names when we were, you know.
It's got to be Beyonce. Beyonce, obviously, or Basil. My bad, Basil. She always comes in with fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, even as a producer and engineer, it's just like the way we click, and we're just like, all right, let's fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? We can knock out like 2-3 songs in 3 hours.
She got a lot of voice for that little bitty body, man.
Dude, I didn't tell her. I'm like, dude, who put up the testosterone on you?
No, I do my girl like that.
No,
but I mean, but still, she just got a strong
she's very
voice,
powerful.
man.
I mean, you know, especially at her age, she's 21, she's 22, you know, and the way that she has so much power and control of her voice, you know. I mean, she has great control, but she does have her days. But, you know, it still just amazes me every time I hear her sing. You know, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. And like Janaya,
yeah,
you know, she's still learning, she's still young, but she's still great, man. She's, especially working with me, you know, I tell her like, hey yo, try to go this route, try to do this, that, blah, 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 you know. And then like Psycho Black.
Yeah, Psycho Black.
He's always fun to be around. He's like, especially in the studio, he'll just be freestyling. He'll be, you know, doing puns, this, that, blah, 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 making jokes. And I'm like, Psycho, shut up. But damn, that's funny as shit.
What do you think about the Austin music scene now currently in 2023?
I like where it's going. I really do. You know, because especially like growing up in Austin on the hip hop side, you never really truly saw a lot of hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? That's more like Atlanta, LA, New York, Chicago, North Carolina, this, that, blah, blah, blah. There wasn't a lot of, you know, rappers coming out of Austin. And now there's a lot more. And I'm excited to see where it goes. You know, that's why I'm gonna stay here for as long as possible, just to see as much people go out and become rappers and be successful. You know, I'm excited for it.
Who's outside of Quinn? Because we already know Quinn's putting on for the city, and I think that's a given. Who's next up? Like, who's putting on for you? You think?
Honestly, for me, it's hard because I see a lot of people every day. For me, rapper-wise,
I mean, if you cop a plea and just say Quinn,
yeah,
hey, that's the answer. That we need more.
It's just Quinn because the amount of noise that he's made. You know, the amount of things that he's done, especially for Austin, it's just, I always hear that name. Every time, hey, yo, you heard Quinn? Hey, Quinn.
I got a song with Quinn,
He's always doing features for, like, literally everybody he's doing features for. And I always hear his name. So I'm excited to see where he goes. Yeah.
You said Baso. Does she have something coming out? I know it's gonna be post, but midnight or something. What's she got going on? She got like a song or?
Oh yeah.
Or does she got a project or anything you can drop for the people?
We're not really focusing on projects, you know, because
what she got coming out at midnight?
She's got midnight tonight. I
could have sworn it was something midnight.
It was I don't think it was. I think it's just a song name.
Okay.
Midnight. I don't think she's dropping anything tonight.
Okay. What we got coming up though for
for her?
Well, for just anybody that you've done, like, does anybody have a project that you've worked on that you're like, yo, or
not yet. I've done more singles.
So you're just doing more singles?
Yeah, because I mean,
or even a song.
Yeah, I mean, this one by my boy Jack. He actually dropped his latest song that we did. It got 25,000 streams.
Okay.
This one's more poppy. It's not really a style, but
I like that pop. Is it okay to play a few seconds? Them tweakers are crazy. Turn the tweakers down a little bit.
Oh, it's
and
already
then just give a little quick little.
Yeah, I got you.
Show them what you're working with, and then we're gonna definitely need to do the tour so you can show the people what you're working with, my guy.
All right. Damn the apple.
No, you get it.
Let's take a ride down to the boardwalk. Cigarettes on the boardwalk at 12 o'clock. Having a good time, watching star sky. Having a good night, 'cause we're dancing in the moonlight. Oh, no, just for the night. Oh, no.
Yeah, just a little something.
I see you. I like that though.
Gives me like weekend vibes.
Yeah, that weekends. You dress up in a nice little summer outfit. You know what I mean? Go out with the ladies. I like that, man.
Definitely.
Where can we find you at? To get you. So like, how can we get? Actually, no. One more question. So we talked about this before. So what was the transition that got you with Orb Studios?
Oh,
I know you probably don't want to go too much into it, but
not too much into it, but definitely, it's just things happened. And, when I found this place, I linked up, shout out Drew, one of the engineers in Orb.
Shout out.
And when I linked up with him, it was kind of like how I linked up with, my engineer mentor, Jamal Anderson. We just connected right away. And when things did happen, he let me know, like, hey, yo, like, it's okay. Just, freelance over here. So it just made, it was kind of hard for like a week, but, I have loyal, clientele that, shout out to all y'all. Like, if it wasn't for them, I definitely would probably be in my car sleeping.
Oh man!
Hey Drew, hey, just
that's how Austin is right now, though, bro. Yeah. You gotta get money out here now. You gotta be on your grind.
Oh yeah. but I mean, if it wasn't for my clientele, it wouldn't have made the transition here a lot easier.
Shout out to the clientele.
Yeah, for real. Everybody that's been booking me and that's been consistent, that's just trusting me. Shout out to all y'all, for real.
So if they see the boards, they see what we're working with here. If I know you say you got a selective group that you would reach out to, what would if somebody wants to get into Orb, how does it work? How does it work?
Just DM me. Honestly, DM me on Instagram.
You got to see their work to make sure it ain't nothing crazy.
Yeah. I'm kind of at the point.
Be real.
I'm at the point where I've dealt with that. And I'm always gonna deal with that, especially in this industry. You're always gonna have those people. Like, hey, yo, come listen to this. Boom, clown music. It's just it happens. You just got to deal with it. My job is to make it sound better and to make it sound the best. So I'm gonna do what I do best. But if you DM me on Instagram and hey yo, like I'm really trying to do this, blah blah blah, like I'll set up the prices. you know, it's okay. I understand it's a little expensive. I understand.
Well, I mean, but it's,
But
it's yeah.
you know, you're investing.
We're gonna get into we're gonna
Yeah,
show them why,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
It's an investment at the end of the day. Everything's an investment, especially in the industry. So, I mean, you're paying great top quality. I mean, we have a $25,000 microphone that
know.
Drake uses, Kanye, Pharrell, Rihanna, Jay-Z, everybody uses, and we have that here.
Industry standard.
And I think it's the only studio that has that microphone, I think, in Austin, Texas.
Probably
Which is,
so.
I mean, shit, if I was just starting out and I want my music to already be hitting and get so many streams and have that great top of the line industry standard mix, master, you know, recording, let me book with SK. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get you right every time.
Oh, we already know, man. Hey, man, it's good chopping it up with you.
Hell yeah.
We're going to get to the tour in a few, but appreciate you checking out this interview. My man SK Beats, beautiful studio, Orb Studios.
Austin, Texas, man.
Yes, sir. This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out. SK
Peace.
Beats.
Peace.
Y'all, we just hit that 12K subscribers, on our way to 13. So make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.